Hello, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, I had my hair done yesterday. I bit the bullet. It's not sometimes just a money thing. Half the time is being able to sit there, like my hair is so long. Sorry, moving everything now. There we go. My hair is so long and so thick, it literally takes like 5 hours to get done. And sometimes just sitting there is just not for me. But I did it, I've gone a bit darker. A little bit of cheeky silver grey-ish. Don't know, warming up to it. Yeah, today I didn't really know what I was going to talk about today, to be honest, because I haven't really got anything planned. But I wanted to do more of a laid-back, chatty one, because I feel like sometimes I get stressy and look at my notes, and I feel like sometimes it doesn't make as smooth as a video. So today, I think I'm going to talk about how I cope with my endo pain in work. So if you want to listen to that, stay tuned. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So first of all, I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I work, I'm not going to say actually the place I work, because I don't know if that's allowed. But basically, I work at a hospital giving out food and drink. So there's not really a lot of ways that things can be, what's the word? Oh, there's a word for it, but I can't think of the word. But there's not really a way things can be changed for me to make my job easier on my body. It's just, I've got to do what I've got to do. But I'm really lucky that the girls I work with are absolute babes. Like, if I got bent down, she's like, no, I'll do it. If there's a patient that's a bit far away to walk to take like a cup of tea or something, she's like, no, I'll take it. Don't you be doing it. If we gotta go down to the kitchen, she'll go. Like, honestly, before I even get to do something, she's already done it, bless her. So she's an absolute babe. So I think the first thing is having really supportive co-workers is amazing. I haven't actually got it with me. I might actually go get it just so I can show you. I might show you in another video. But sometimes this actually really helped me yesterday when I was on my hair done. I had my TENS machine. I'm going to get it because it's fab. It's lucky I mentioned that actually because it reminds me of other things I take. So it comes in this cute little bag. I gotta be honest, I've tried really expensive ones. I've tried, there's, what's the bloody make? I can't think now. I want to say it's like Braun or something. It normally does like a lot of electricals, and I'll try and put a picture of it here. It looked really good because it had heat and TENS, but you just sort of stick it in one area, whereas my pain moves quite a lot throughout the day. So that's what's really good about this one, because hashtag not ad. The wires are awful, that's the only thing. Like, you guess it's just ridiculous, but I just tuck it in my trousers, I don't really care. So this one actually has 4 pads, I don't know what you call them. So I put 2 on my belly and 2 on my back. You can put them wherever you want, but I get pain both areas. So that yesterday, oh my goodness, is an absolute godsend. And I'm in my craft room today because me and my mum have our little business, and we've got quite a few orders this week to do. So I'm hoping this will keep me going. But yeah, that Braun one for me, and it worked once and then I had to take it back. And I was going to try it again. It was £60, so you know, mid-range sort of one. But yeah, it just wasn't the best, to be honest. And then I tried the one called Livia. I'll put a picture of that as well. When it worked, it was brilliant, but I can't say it was any better than this TENS machine, and this one's a lot more reliable, touch wood now. Be just my luck. Oh, sorry for say. I might put the link down. I keep going to say downstairs. I did that last time. In the down bar, I'll put a link for it. I'm sure it's only like £35 from Argos, something like that. Yeah, but this Livia one was, how much did I pay for it? £180. It was ridiculous. And yeah, it is like this big, and it's just got the 2 pads, so it was really helpful. But that one, it helps my back as well, because I'd have to take it off my belly, put it on my back if I was having different pains, whereas sometimes the pain can happen both at the same time, and then you're buggered, didn't you, really? But yeah, I kept breaking to the point my nan, bless her, had to knit me a little, she made a little towel with elastic string around it so I could wear it around my neck, because I think the wires were bending every time I sat down and it just kept breaking. So I had 2 replacements of that, and in the end I just asked my money back because it was ridiculous. But so it does work for some people, so I can't say too much. Another thing I found, I want to say last year, it was only £20, so I can't like really moan as such, but I've kept it for one reason and one reason only, is the heat. This is called the Cycle Soothe. I found it on Instagram. It's just like, that's the only problem. The strap is really it's quite comfortable, but obviously if you're having a massive like underbelly bloat day, this digging in is the last thing you need sometimes. So you can readjust it and it feels all right, but not all the time. And it's like smooth on this side. But I don't know if I've got to charge it up, to be honest, because the last time I used it, it died on me, I think. Yeah, can you hear that? Let me put it on loud. So basically, I can't turn it off now. Oh God, what am I doing? Yeah, so basically I read it wrong. I thought it was a TENS machine, but all it does, it says massage and it just vibrates. You can't even feel anything. I mean, my tummy is now dead. I've burnt it so much I can't actually feel the bottom of my tummy, so I probably wouldn't have felt this anyway. The TENS I can feel because it goes quite deep and I can move it in different areas anyways. But this, yeah, the massage doesn't work for me at all. But on this side it's got heat, so instead of like taking, oh, I didn't bring one. Oh, I was gonna get one. Oh, I've turned it on now. Do you know what? It's like touchscreen. I'm a nightmare with it. But it's quite, you wouldn't think it's quite easy. But if you like, say you put it here. Oh, I need to go back. Say I put it here. I could just put my top over it, like my trousers and my top over it, and you won't actually notice. I have had it go like the light shine through a dress once, but I don't really care, to be honest. If it means I'm comfortable, I don't really care. Sorry, someone wants to join again. Absolutely loves the camera, this little one. Do Ted? You can see it now. Yes, that's really good. Only problem is it's only half good hot. I don't think it's like, I don't know. Obviously I got my heat mat, which when I'm at home is on constant. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. But when it gets, I don't know if it's when it gets too hot. Don't need the flowers. I don't know if it's when it gets too hot, or I think it's just on a timer anyway. It'll just shut off, which is really helpful. But this, it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter. So I've got to keep moving it or just switch it off for a little while just to, what are you doing? Or sometimes I very rarely use them now just because my pain is in so many different places. It's hard to pinpoint it. But maybe I'll try and put a picture up so you know what I'm on about. Do you know the heat pads that you can just sort of stick on your clothes, and after you take the backing off they start to get warm? I think I literally get them from like the pound shop or B&M Home Bargains, that sort of situation. God, I realised I haven't even put a lip balm on today, that's not me. Yeah, so this is what I'm on about. It's alright. It does get hot. I remember towards the end, they're meant to last like 12 hours, I think. I don't know if mine ever lasts that long. Or 8 hours, sorry. But yeah, they have the feminine ones, or they have just like normal achy muscle ones. They're really helpful. If, say like you get quite a lot of cramping pain, I suppose in the middle of your tummy would help. But when my pain is all here, there and everywhere, sometimes it's not the easiest. And I think you're meant to stick them over the top of your clothes. But sometimes, like different outfits, it's a bit awkward. Like that sounds really like fashionista. I'm not at all. As you can tell, I just chuck anything on. But you just don't want to stick it out, because I've had that before. And someone's like, what's that? And I'm like, oh God, it's so embarrassing. Like yesterday, I was walking out of town after getting my hair done. Didn't even realise my TENS machine was hanging. I just swinging on the floor. I was like, oh bloody hell, God. But yeah, I don't care anymore. I'm like, oh well, just shove it back in my, I didn't even have a pocket, that was why. So I just put it in my leggings. Another thing I'm warming up to now after my op, I had them before and I didn't really get it. I think I have talked about this in another video. But on Endo Awareness Month, you get them free, just pay £1 shipping, are the BU monthly patches. Some people absolutely swear by these. The last time I used it, I gotta be honest, it did help quite a bit. I've only used it on my tummy. I used to use them quite a bit for work, but obviously, not sounding gross, you get sweaty in work, don't you? So don't stick as great. But I found when I used it at home, they stuck for ages. Like I struggled, like it was like a waxing strip to get it off. Whereas before, they were just falling off. Like that sounds gross, but true. They're basically menthol sort of strips. Yeah, they've got all different eucalyptus oil, menthol oil, stuff like that. So it feels like the migraine strips where it just tingles on your skin. I think it's kind of like a similar thing like my TENS machine. It sort of tingles to distract you from the pain. I don't really know how they work. But yeah, these aren't too bad. Sometimes, well, lately I just haven't bothered with anything for work because this can drive me insane in work. I absolutely love it, but again, if I'm hot and sweaty, the pads will fall off, and I've been walking down the corridor with one of these sticky pads just swinging around, and like most of the people in work know what's going on, so it's fine. But if it's in front of patients, it's a bit embarrassing. Because of like all the wires and everything like that, like this is the only problem with the cheaper ones. They're all the same. Oh, that's the charger. Confused me. Like, look how long this wire is. I wrap it up because what else are you meant to do with it? Do you see what I mean? Like, I only really need it up to here, if that. Not even that. That's probably too long. I just put the 2 on the front, 2 on the back, so the rest is all wrapped up. And these wires, I don't like it before. They do eventually go a bit rubbish, so I do try to take care of it. But obviously, if I'm working and it's busy and this is falling out my pocket and the wires are hanging out, sometimes more hassle than it's worth. But yesterday, absolutely perfect. Things like the cinema. I knew this was meant to be like a work video, but I'm just going to say, call it now, how I deal with my pain out and about or something, I don't know. Because I do all these out and about, to be honest. This one's fab with the cinema. I just got to watch. I don't press the button by accident. It start making the vibrating noise because it's a bit strange. I also, actually, yeah, I have had a trick with this as well. I always take a cardigan with me at the cinema, stick this on a part of my cardigan and just sort of cuddle up with it and put it on. That's a pro tip. These I haven't tried at the cinema. TENS machine I have. The only problem is, look how bright this is. Can you see? Oh god. And then you've got to press, like this one, obviously because it's got 2 parts, because it's got the front and back. Well, I say front and back. You just sort of change what mode you want. This, I don't know if it's going to show it now because it's so bloody bright. Oh my god. Oh, it does go like that eventually, so I don't know if you can see that now. But it's got all these different modes you can pick from, and a timer, and the intensity. So I haven't, it was the first time I used it yesterday after my op because I was a bit concerned. So I just thought, right, I'll just do low intensity and work it up if I need to. Because sometimes if my pain's quite bad, it feels like it's jiggling my ovaries or something. So I just like, obviously don't, don't use it then. But yeah, the obvious thing is painkillers. So with work, it's a bit awkward because at the moment I'm taking gabapentin and cocodamol. So the gabapentin, now I've been taking it so long, doesn't affect me like mentally. So I'll take that before I leave for work, drive to work, and then I'm going to be in work for at least 5.5, 6 hours. So I take my cocodamol then as soon as I get to work, and then it kicks in for my shift. Towards the end of the shift, I'm dying, but it helps a bit while I'm there. I am hopefully seeing my pain, well, not hopefully, I've got appointments now, to see my pain nurse, and then the day after I have my post-op appointment with Dr. Penkirk. So hopefully I'll have a few more answers and maybe some more medication that might help, just where I am at the minute. So it's turned into a really chatty video, but it's kind of fun because I get so stressed. I'm like, oh, I wrote that down and I haven't said it. So maybe sometimes it's nice just to talk like this. So yeah, that's the medications I take. Obviously, you've got to be really careful with driving. I'm quite lucky that I've like got a plan now because I've worked there since I was like 16. I've figured it out. Right, I can take painkillers but make sure they wear off by the time I come home. Or if I'm having a really rough day, because some days I struggle to walk, or I definitely can't drive. Like yesterday, I could not drive. So my mum had to take me to town, bless her. We didn't realise there was a Little Mix concert on. And oh my God, it was manic. And I was late for my appointment, but thank God it's my friend, so it's fine. But it's just ridiculous. I was like, I'm so sorry, but I could not have drove. I would have been buggered. I think it's when I pull my foot off the clutch, it pulls me, if that makes sense. So, yeah, driving's just, I don't know, I feel like the worse I'm getting, the harder things are getting for me. So where was I going with that? Sorry, I'm in a proper ramble mood today. This is going to be a short video. Yeah, I say it every time. I don't know why I bother saying it because it's not true. So yeah, having friends and family help a lot of the time, like especially yesterday, so I keep going back to yesterday, is because, to be perfectly honest, it's the first time I've been in town for, I couldn't tell you how long. And I had to do some parts of it on my own, which I haven't been out on my own apart from going to work. So I was, to be honest, it's made my anxiety worse because I was like, what if I fall? I'm on my own. So thank goodness my mum dropped me as close as she could to where I had to go. Obviously in town it's really awkward now. And I just walked straight to my friend's salon and I was fine then. And then she walked with me, bless her. And then Jada met me and we had a nice little meal. So that was nice to get out. Sorry, this is really chatty now. But because I was rushing, I didn't get a drink. So I was due for painkillers at 4 o'clock. I didn't come home till gone 8. So of course, by the time I come home, I was a bit like, it was too late to take painkillers and I got to wait till bedtime. So that was a bit of a shit situation yesterday. But I did have my TENS machine and that did really help. But then it gets to a point, I was like, I can't. And Jay didn't, that was the whole point I was telling you this story. Sorry, I'll get there eventually. Jaden has to basically go like that, and I just hold on to his, it's hard to do it, but I hold on to his arm to help me walk. Yeah, because I was really struggling yesterday. I just sort of pulled and stuff, and then it got to a point, we went on the bus, obviously, because I can drive, and I'd rather take painkillers, not that I took them anyway, so I could have bloody drove, but whatever. I couldn't have, because it was manic. Anyways, God, Courtney, sorry, the brain fog is just like, I don't know, I have days like this where I'm away with the fairies, but I don't shut up. But I don't shut up anyway, so it's fine, I think. I don't know. Sometimes it's chatty videos, you know. I'm just going to shut up now. But yeah, we got off the bus. I started walking. I was like, oh, I'm not too bad. And then I was just like, all of a sudden, I was like, I can't walk anymore. And it's like little hills, and like obviously going down is fine. Well, I don't know, actually, I kind of stretches. But going up, I was like, I physically can't walk, so poor Jim was literally like, ow. But yeah, I don't know. I have different, same as everyone, you know, you have good and bad days. But these little, like, you know, little fun tips and tricks, and being a part of like the Endo community on Instagram is so lush, because I mean, not that I've got many followers at the minute, so I don't get many responses on my stories. It's quite sad, but it's nice to read what other girls are writing, what helps them, and just different recommendations and things that other people find helpful. Like, I know I don't necessarily find these amazing, but some people do, so it's worth mentioning just in case. And I know a girl, the first TENS machine I talked about, the one with the heat, the sticky on thing, there's one girl that absolutely loves that, and that, but I couldn't stand it. But I think I just had a dodgy one, I don't know. That's the only thing. You don't really know, do you? Sorry, I keep saying I'm trying to think, is there anything else I normally do when I'm out? But I'll pause it, so I'm gonna keep watching me go So other little tips and tricks, it's not like physical things that help you, but maybe if you're going out with a person that is new, maybe just explain, like, obviously my friends and family know the situation now, so maybe just explain to them, like, I can't walk very far if that's something that affects you, or I need to be able to go, like, if you could say you're going out shopping in town, I can think of anything worse, to be honest. But make sure you have like little breaks, sit down, make sure you have drinks, you can take painkillers. What other things? What I find really helpful is, like, say you're going food shopping, I always push the trolley because I can just lean on it. That's lush. Something I do in work as well. We have little trolley, like a little trolley dolly to give out the food. I always lean on that. Some people do use walking sticks. I have had to use wheelchairs in the past. I probably still have to now if I went shopping, because I'm in agony today because I had to do that. Well, not that it wasn't much walking at all, but for me, I haven't been properly out like that for God ages, like since way before my op. So it was a big thing for me yesterday, so it's not me for 6 of it today. But yeah, I have got walking sticks off my grandparents, but I gotta be honest, I don't use them out in public. I use them in the house sometimes, but not in public because I just get a bit embarrassed. But if I'm having a day where I really need to go out, like say me and my mum's got an order and we gotta go and pick up some stuff, we like to do that stuff together. She has to take me in the wheelchair, lover, so I can be there as well, which is really rubbish at my age. Like, you know, you don't expect that, but it's what it is. And in the beginning, I used to be really embarrassed about it, but now I'm like, I don't care. Like, the first ever time I went out in a wheelchair, this little old man asked me, he went, "Oh my God, love, what happened?" When we were in an accident, so my mum just looked at me and we just went, yeah. I just thought it's just easier to, like, instead of explaining everything, not that, like, he didn't mean it horrible, but that was it then in my head. It's like always that thing of imposter syndrome, isn't it? I don't know, like, you turned away for so many years saying, like, it's all in your head, there's nothing wrong with you. So when you actually, you know there's something wrong with you, you still don't believe it, if that makes sense. I don't know. And like, even when it brings you to having to use that, it just, I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting all in my feels today now. But yeah, I don't really care now. If I haven't used the wheelchair for a little while because the person I was borrowing it from has got it back, obviously, is there. So I might have to look into getting my own one. They're just quite expensive, aren't they? Like, I just don't get it. And obviously, I'm not working much at the minute, so I haven't really got money to drop on it. But my nana said I can borrow or have one of her mobility scooters that folds down. And I don't know, because like now today, my mum and dad live really close to me. I'm going to walk over and we're going to go in our craft room. I'm so excited. It's so sad, I know, but I love it. but it's going to be like, it's a 2-minute walk, but it's a struggle for me and I'm on my own. So in that instance, it'd be really helpful to have the mobility scooter, but then I've got a step to get out of my flat, so I'd have to lift it up. And it's just the whole thing of like, you know, kids hanging around, they might look at me and laugh at me. I don't know, it's silly, because if I'm out in a wheelchair, I genuinely don't care, because I feel like that's different. But if I'm like in a scooter, it makes me look old. And I've got grey hair now, and also that's gonna make it look even better. Oh, I don't know, I get all in my head about it. But and because I'm in a flat, I've literally got nowhere to put it, but that would be so helpful for out and about. So if you're someone that doesn't really care what people think, absolutely go for it, because there's so many times it's been a nice day and I've wanted to go out for a walk with Jaden and Teddy, and I've just been like, I can't walk, and Jaden, bless him, he hasn't got the strength to hold me in the wheelchair. We went flying down my hill once, so I'm a bit traumatised now to go out. So if I do, it's just like the tiniest little walk, and we just go really slow, which is rubbish because we don't get to do much. And like, sorry, I'm really rambling this video, but it's my birthday end this month, so we've booked to go to West Wales just for the weekend, just me, Jaden and Teddy's first holiday. Oh, he's looking at me. But so many lovely walks and things around to do, so I'm just really hoping I get some help from my appointment that I can do some more stuff, because yeah, I could take the mobility scooter down there, but I just really don't want to be that girl. I feel like it's just sometimes it's so much more awkward than what it is. Like, places aren't very, like, it's awful, but places aren't very well equipped for it. Like, the curbs or things like that. I feel like it's going to stress me out more than help me. I don't know, something I might think about, but I'm not too sure. I might have to get a wheelchair and see if Jaden will push me. Hopefully there's no hills, but it probably is. Sorry, Teddy's playing silly buggers with his food now. I'll see if I can catch him. He knows when I got the camera out, he stopped bloody doing it to start. Oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't have started filming you. Yeah, one other thing work-wise, this wasn't meant to be a work video, but then I figured, you know, it's quite similar things I use when I'm out and about anyway, so it's kind of the same thing. But friends, oh, he's doing that. Oh, bloody hell. Friends, family, work, everyone, just being open and honest, and just like to help them understand. And if they're not understanding, work especially, you can take it higher. Like, no sounding all, you know, sassy, but if they're not listening to you and putting you in loads of shifts, or, you know, not being very understanding, there are people you can see. Not saying I've done that, I haven't at all. Like, in the past, I would just say, yeah, I'll work wherever, and then I'll be paying for it. Whereas now I know I can't do that. So I'm on the lowest contract I can be, and I just do what I can, really. And my boss is fine with that. Like, she has been quite good, in all fairness. So I'm lucky in that way. And I'm really lucky with my co-workers. The ones I normally work with are brilliant. They're just so understanding. They know what will hurt me, and they can tell when I'm in pain. So it's nice just to have people like that. But obviously not everyone's that lucky. Obviously, I've had the same job since I was like 16. I did used to work in the stadium and thought that was fun. But it's like sort of things you're up running about. What I'm trying to get at is, God, my brain today, sorry. Like, jobs when you're up and about, it's harder to have things. Like, obviously, this, it helps great, but it falls off. That helps great, but it falls off. Do you know? It's a bit difficult to deal with. The only real thing you can do is just take it easy and take painkillers, is my main advice on that front. But say you've got like an office job, like I would be taking my heat mat in with me, a hot water bottle, if like obviously that's allowed. Oh, that'd be amazing. Only thing is, obviously sitting all day, I don't know if it's the same for every girl vendor, but sitting all day for me like really doesn't help. When I was on my hair done yesterday, obviously it's a lot of sitting. Every chance I got, I stood up and stretched around, because that's just the best for me. So if you can do that in your office, just take little breaks just to stand up, even if it's just 2 seconds, stand up, have a stretch, sit back down, you know, or just pop to the toilet so you can have a little walk. That might be quite helpful. It's hard because I know some people don't like painkillers in work, because I gotta be honest, mine do make me feel quite drowsy. I do feel a bit loopy sometimes if I've taken my painkillers. Not all the time, sometimes my body gets a bit used to them. It's a bit strange, it decides when it wants to, kind of thing. But yeah, I know some people don't like that feeling. Like, obviously my job, I've got other people to support me, and I'm used to it now, so I sort of know what's going on. But if you've got, obviously, you know, if you're a surgeon, or if, I don't know, that was a big jump from my job to a surgeon, I don't know, but I'm just trying to think, if you've got something more, you need to concentrate, you need to be on it. Obviously there might be different rules and regulations. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. But obviously a lot of painkillers do make you feel like that, and sometimes people don't really find like paracetamol and ibuprofen very helpful, so you need the more natural sort of remedies, like things like these, you know, to help you out instead of medical, if that makes sense. I don't know. So yeah, there isn't really anything other than these things I can think of for now that I've found that helps. I did do a little poll on my Instagram page the other night. I've been struggling quite a bit with fatigue lately, and I can't say I'm doing that much. Like, yeah, I'm working, I've had a bit of a busy weekend this weekend now, but even before that, like, I could sleep all night, wake up, feel shattered, and sleep all day. And it's just, that's not normally me as a person. Obviously with the condition now, it has been, but normally I'm like, right, no, I'm up early, I'm out, I like, you know, I'd rather be like that and up and dressed and go. But I feel like this condition just makes me really lazy, I don't know. But if anyone has any good recommendations for fatigue, please put them in the comments. I'm yet to find anything. One lady responded, that was it. She said she finds just giving into your body, having a nap. So that is something I do, but obviously that's not always an option. So you're out and about and you just feel absolutely shattered. Like, I'm sure I fell asleep in uni once because I was just so tired. The fatigue's just like, oh, just comes from nowhere sometimes as well. Like, I could be over my mum and dad's and I'm like, oh God, I'm shattered now all of a sudden. That's the only place I really go is work or mum and dad's, and that's about it, really. Don't know. I've used magnesium spray for something, but I don't think it's fatigue. Don't know why I mentioned it. I think that's more for muscle aches, which I might try because my legs have been quite bad lately, but that's more so like shaky weakness. Quite often I'll start walking and I can't feel my legs, so I start walking really weird. I don't know. I feel like that's normal for me though, so it's fine. And something I might do a video about if I get more information. I'm probably going to bring it up to my consultant. I had it before my op, and I'm still having it now. I'm having sort of sciatica pains, which I didn't think it was sciatica. I just always put it down to my endo. But my friend's physio, shout out to Sophie for watching this, I don't know. She was like, no, cause that sounds like sciatica. So I was like, oh, right, okay. So she gave me some stretches to do, and it does actually help. It's sort of like a bit, I'll do a little, what's it called, thing for you. It sort of shoots from my bum, like all the way down to my legs, and sort of your leg goes from underneath you, but I get like real bad pains like in your bum. And I've just always said, oh, it's my endo, because it's sort of sometimes from my back where my bowel pain, like my bowel endo pain normally is. So I've just always put it down to that. But now I've seen, I'll put the post here, there is actually a thing called sciatica endo. So I don't know how to mention that, because it's not all the time it happens. It's just sort of quite random. It was at one point, if I did too much, like if I was in work quite a lot, I'd get it, like standing up too long, things like that. So it could be normal. I don't know what the symptoms or how you get normal sciatica, to be honest. So maybe that might be something I shall look into for a video. If you have any video ideas or what kind of videos you like, please feel free to leave a comment. I'm not running out of ideas, I promise. This looks like I am today, but I just thought it's nice just to be a bit more chatty and not do, like, I get so stressy over my planning of my videos, and then I feel like I don't want them to turn out quite robotic. I don't know, I like it more natural, just chatting. And I say it every time, this was meant to be a quick video, and I know for a fact it hasn't, but sometimes that's more fun. I don't know, some people like longer videos, some people like shorter, so I tried to go in the middle or try and do a bit of both, but you can't please everyone, I suppose, sometimes. But yeah, it was nice having a little chat anyhow. Hope you're all having a good day, week, or whatever you want. I don't know, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, if you've got anything you want to bring up, please feel free to chat in the comments. Thanks, bye. I just hit myself in the face. That sums up my day. I'm editing this video as I'm walking Teddy, and I just realised the camera was dirty the whole time. So I am so sorry you've had to deal with that. Clearly a noob.